Hey Falcons, welcome to the final edition of Back of the Net with BGSU Women's Soccer. We started off the season with head coach Chris Fox. It's only fitting we end the season with head coach Chris Fox. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so the word of the year has been possession for you guys. Top 5 in Division 1 in possession rate. How happy have you been with the team's ability to really buy in and adapt to your possession-based system?
Yeah, no, I've been really happy with the group and proud of what they've been able to achieve. I mean, it's not easy. Sometimes it's people don't realize the amount of detail and work and focus and prep that goes into it to be able to maintain possession of the ball, because you're obviously trying to teach players to be able to read space, read the game, read opponents' movements, and then make decisions based on that and adapt. And so obviously we've had since January. I think we're continuing to improve every single week, but yeah, really impressed with what the girls have been able to do.
Yeah, so with all the injuries that we've seen, especially to the veterans this year, it's been up to the freshmen to be able to step in. We've seen them been able to do that from day one. How vital has that been for you guys?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, it's obviously testament to the old staff of what a great job they did in bringing in some key players. And then, they've obviously had to kind of trial by fire, as they call it, right? Like throwing straight at the deep end and having to learn on the job. But no, I think they've done really well. And I think this experience will only pay dividends in the future, So, but yeah, couldn't be happy with the performances. And I think we've been starting between 6 and 8 underclassmen on a routine basis. So yeah, really happy.
On the other end, the two veterans, most notably the two captains, Isabel and Lexi, they've been amazing all year. What have they been doing for you to really make your job easier?
I think both bring different qualities. I think Lex she's vocal, she's a good leader. I think she leads by example. I mean, I spoke to her today. I think she's been such an incredible player to coach because of her coachability. You give her information and she's immediately trying to apply what it is you want. And I think that's why we've seen her take big leaps forward throughout the season. And then not to mention her combativeness, fighting spirit, being able to get stuck in, win aerial balls, sweep things up. She's kind of been a very well-rounded player. I mean, you've seen she's also our highest goal scorer, right? And so talk about defensive qualities, but then also banging in goals. We nicknamed her Fox in a Box. And then Isabel, calming presence in the back line. I think everyone just has so much confidence in her as a player, defensively and in attack, that, confident that if players get in behind, she's got the speed, the tenacity, the reading of the game to be able to solve it. But then obviously her qualities on the ball as well. I mean, she can pass, she can dribble, she can hit a long ball. Just two tremendous players and leaders, and couldn't be more grateful to have just great players, but also, as I said before, just great people.
Yeah, well, looking ahead, big match for you guys coming up against Kent State. You guys control your own destiny in terms of a MAC tournament berth. What do you do as a coach to sort of prepare your team for a big one-off game like this?
I mean, one of the things working with sports psychologists, one of the work with a guy called Bill Beswick, and he's always said that not trying to put too much emphasis on any particular game. And one thing he always said is it's a regular game with an important outcome. And that's just kind of how we look at it. It's we do control our own destiny, but a tie should secure us a good position, whereas Kent may have to win. So that is certainly helpful, and I think the goals, I think that helps us. But yeah, just a regular game, important outcome, so just got to play our game. And I think Kent, they're in a very similar position as us. I think they're routinely starting 7, 8 underclassmen as well. And I think sometimes that level of experience is why you can see teams like ours, teams like Kent kind of fluctuate with results here and there. So yeah, I think we're a very similar standard. I think it's going to be a very even game, and just excited to get out and face off against our final MAC opponent.
Yeah, well, make sure to check that one out. Halloween afternoon, 3 p.m. against Kent State. That'll do it for the final edition of Back of the Net with BGSU Women's Soccer. For more content related to all BGSU athletics, make sure to check out twitterx.com/BG_FM SN.